Hi, it's Mark from Top Local. I'm here with my good friend Darrell Ross. He's a business coach in Vancouver and a networking expert. And today he's going to talk about something around influence. What was this about, Darrell?
What was this about? Well, I had some interactions this week that really brought home that whole notion of who you spend time with and the influence that they can have on you, be that positive or negative. And I remembered one of my favorite business philosophers, Mr. Jim Rohn, and I have this book, The Treasury of Quotes. And so I thought I would share one of his quotes and then just discuss that a little bit. So on influence and association, he says, you must constantly ask yourself these questions. Who am I around? What are they doing to me? What have they got me reading? What have they got me saying? Where do they have me going? What do they have me thinking? And most important, what do they have me becoming? Then ask yourself the big question, is that okay? So I was thinking about that, and I think first it was particular phone calls that I had where the person that I was speaking with, definitely even before the call, I sort of held them in high esteem. But then through the call, just the amount of value that they delivered, and this is literally a first let's get to know each other type call. And I thought, wow, if I was that, well, I guess, I aspire to be that type of person as well. But if people always left calls with me feeling that way as well, wouldn't that be cool? So I was thinking those are the type of people that I want to associate with, that are adding value, where at the end of the call, there's something that you can hold on to and use and whatever. And I remember, with live meetings, it was easier to get around positive people. And if you were having a rough week, you might be a member of a BNI or a Corporate Connections or Toastmaster, whatever it is. And you knew that when you're associating with those people that are all kind of moving in the same direction and want to help each other out and grow and learn and all that good stuff, it was easy to raise your associations. Now, with a lot of people still being locked down in the COVID era, et cetera, it's maybe a little bit more difficult to find those, but I think they're still out there. So my advice would be, there are still associations that are meeting on a regular basis, and here's an opportunity to get into one, but check it out first. Make sure that it's the right one for you. You can ask those questions. What direction are you going to be going if you're a member or associating with those people? Another example, I did get an email invitation to an event it was a virtual event. I've attended it twice now. But same thing, when I attended the previous ones, the value as compared to what I paid to attend was very high, and the quality of associations that I made was very high. And so that's something that I'll look forward to. And that would be something where I would give up my time to attend that event again in the future. So getting people to think about their associations.
Very important. One of the things that I have been reading recently is a new book, just came out last week, on humor seriously. It's a couple of scientists who teach at Stanford. One's a doctor, psychologist, researcher, etc. And they've been studying humor and its effect on people. And basically, they've been able to correlate through experimentation and lots of other people's experimentation that if you have a little taste of humor, people's evaluation of you goes up pretty dramatically, as high as like 35-40%. Your status is elevated by being a bit of a goofball and having the courage to do that.
Right.
And so that influence by association, how do you become that person who is that person who leaves someone else feeling better? They love having a conversation with you and they want to have more. I think humor is one of those things. And it's really cool. They classified it as sort of, kind of levels. We think comedy is sort of, well, I'm not a comedian. Well, I'm not a professional football player or cross-country skier either. I was a low to middling citizen racer at the best. I was never going to make any kind of teams or nothing. So there's that level. On comedy is kind of that level of they're professionals. They practice all the time. And then there's just humor, having a good sense of humor, being able to do that. And then just levity, just being someone who appreciates humor, who looks for it, who invests in it, in order to then be able to share that with others. I think that's super important because I notice it when I have those associations with people. I just had a client earlier today. We always have a great time. We're joking, we're having fun, we're ribbing each other, we're coming up with ideas. It's always this kind of beneficial thing. So it makes it really easy to work together. And with other clients, sometimes it can be a little drab, can be a little, and I
Yeah.
have to bring more to that in order to keep them going. And that's on me. That's basically what I think you're saying is having that awareness to go, what can I bring to the table? And then what are they bringing for me? Because it is a
Exactly.
two-way street. Influence and association. Who are you hanging out with? This is a guy to hang out with.
Exactly.
Darrell Ross.
Yeah.
How about Darrell Ross? You
Yeah.
can reach him in Vancouver, 604-218-4702. He can help your business grow. Or check out his website, morebusinessmorelifenow.com, or email him, Darrell at morebusinessmorelifenow.com. Thanks, Darrell.
Yeah. You're welcome.